Welcome to another edition of
The
Naked Truth. I'm Ramon Roan,
I'm John Singletary.
and this is being brought to you by Concerned Citizen Alliance, where our mission is for economic empowerment of the citizens, for dissemination of information through education, and for action, call to action. Today's title is The Whitening of North Charleston by Mayor Keith Summey. John,
Sound like you're trying to whitewash something.
he's trying to whitewash something. If you take a look at it, I have an opportunity doing a little bit of Uber driving. Occasionally I do some Uber driving. And I'm driving around the city of North Charleston, and I'm seeing places that, like, my goodness. I said, when you look at certain segments of North Charleston and compared to where other people are living, white people are living, I'm like, it's like night and day. I had no idea to where new hospitals, totally new communities with recreational centers, the whole 9 yards, and the fact that I'm like, where is it coming from? And something that we knew through the campaign was that the average African American, they make $24,000, and the average white gets $61,000, and that says a lot. But I said, where are these people coming from, and where the hell are they working? Excuse me, where the hell are they working? Because there are many blacks that want jobs that are paid the kind of money to live that kind of life.
No. When we take a look at North Charleston, it used to be about a 7 by 7 square mile city. It's now about a 49, 50 square mile city. We have North Charleston on 161 from Watson Hill all the way over to Goose Creek. I mean, it is a good sized city that has grown primarily through annexation. Annexation has been the mode in which North Charleston has grown. Most people who live and grew up in North Charleston, there are places in North Charleston you can drive them and they'll have no idea what city they're in because it has grown and changed that much. Now, one of the things that people always say is, y'all making it a white-black issue. Well, what we're doing is, we're simply, and we will never stop standing up for our people. What we're doing is, we are simply bringing to you the reality of the situation. No one screams when it happens that the majority of the jobs are given to non-African Americans. When 67 million spent in contracts and only 2 million go to African Americans. No one says anything about that, but when we bring it to the table, now all of a sudden you're making it a race issue. It was made a race issue when the decision was made to treat us unfairly. We're not making the decision, but we are showing you the reality. Now, when we take a look at North Charleston and what's going on, our makeup changed drastically when most of the African Americans left or ran out of the city of Charleston and came to North Charleston because it was cheaper to live. And now there is a push to change the constituency base again from 50% African American, 38% Caucasians, 12% Hispanic and Asians, and actually we have a larger Asian population voting in North Charleston than we do Hispanics, according to the last 2015 race. But when we take a look at what is going on, we've got Ingleside, the largest development in the history of North Charleston, where they literally have put in the infrastructure for the developer. Now all they have to do is put the homes in and give them jobs. And that goes a long way from changing the voting power of the African American community. When we look at Westcott, what's going on the backside, there's a hospital, a medical center they call it, but that's being built on that side of town, new grocery stores, new everything. And so North Charleston, the old North Charleston, is dying. It's on life support and they are administering nothing to help it survive. But yet on the other side of town, they can put in everything needed to make it a viable community. So once they, through neglect, allow the old North Charleston to die, then they will come back in and reclaim it and change it. And so that's what we, right now, as
It's good.
new voices in the community, we have to address.
This is going on right before our eyes. I mean, we were talking about new constructions of communities are going on right now, like what John said, the Ingleside community, right before our eyes, the infrastructure.
That's future growth.
Yeah, future growth. And so you can see what Mayor Riley did in his 40 years by whitening downtown Charleston. Mayor Summey, in his way, is whitening North Charleston. And like you said, the constituency base to where, and I don't think that, to be honest with you, I don't think Mayor Summey, he's going to get much white votes anyway. I just don't think so. But the fact that you're talking about that right now we're around 50%, 48, 50% black, but when you increase the amount of whites in the community, that's going to lessen their effect, and that's why it's important for blacks to vote.
And we have absolutely no problem, no issue with whites doing better. They're North Charleston citizens. We want them to do better. It's just that we don't want and will not accept being left out in the cold. When we take a look at Cedar Grove, Walnut, Ashburn, all those areas, we want them to grow. There's nothing wrong with that. We've got 50% of the council now is African American. But when we look at our black neighborhoods again are on life support. They're giving them absolutely nothing to help them get better. In fact, they're about to pull the plug. They're about to pull the plug and simply wait for it to die.
Yeah. No grocery store in that. No grocery store in that.
How do you survive without a grocery store?
Yeah, none at all. And it's supposed to be, how long was
no medical center. We have to go. If you're in Westcott, of course, it's easy to go to the new Roper St. Francis that's built. You've also got Trident Technical Hospital that's there. You got the Somerville Hospital. If you're in North Charleston and you're in the old neighborhood, predominantly blacks, then you got to go to it's quicker to go to the medical U than the hospitals in North Charleston. We don't even have an emergency care in our neighborhoods. No grocery store, no emergency care. How do they expect the people to live and survive?
What year was that?
They don't.
What year, I know we're getting ready to close here, but what year was that food, was it the food line that was at that location on Sproul Avenue?
There was a food line, there was a Winn-Dixie, there were a lot of grocery stores over there at one time.
Yeah, but what year did it close down? The last one?
I don't remember.
But it's been a long time. I'm not sure, I know it's been 7 or more years that there's not been a grocery store there. And so our people, they have to find a way to the nearest Walmart, and in order to get their food, or the nearest.
You still have to eat.
Yeah, still got to eat. And we want to know why. Nutrition is very important, especially for a young child.
And then the grocery store that they were going to put in, they were supposed to put it in the bottom of the Navy Hospital.
Wait a minute. And don't forget asbestos.
And a hazardous dump.
Yeah, right.
Where there's friable asbestos, as well as there is lead-based paint. And the GSA explained clearly to North Charleston, this building has hazardous material in it. We're not going to clean it up. If you buy it, you're going to have to clean it up. North Charleston held that information out to key people, and was going to allow them to try and put a grocery store in a hazardous waste dump.
That's up for foreclosure.
Right. And so, what do we think we would be ingesting when we go and we get our food from a grocery store with hazardous material flying all around?
Yeah. And now keep this in mind. Who's orchestrating this? Mayor Keith Summey. If you voted for him, you're voting for him. You are complicit in the whitening of North Charleston. And believe me, they're going to try to get all of the unwanteds, which are our young black people and poor, out of North Charleston, and to create cities. Hey, if you ever get a chance, go look at Ingleside. Go look at the new, the old North
benches,
Charleston.
trash cans,
right,
sitting on the side of the road. Not one house anywhere. But you got antique lighting. You got traffic signals already there with not one home, benches, trash cans, bridges, and the city is got contracts out to maintain this thing for the developer. When we need infrastructure put in North Charleston, we can go and build brand new infrastructure in a location where no one lives. No one lives there.
And the park benches aren't even being used.
It's like the Alaskan bridge to nowhere. I mean, it is. You put a complete infrastructure in for the community, not one house, but yet you got 30,000 people living in an area that needs infrastructure. When it rains, the roads flood and everything else, and we get not one dime.
Not a single dime, you know. I mean, who puts up, I mean, I bet you those trash cans are empty all the time, you know. And guess what? Something else you said, that not just now, there's no construction of a house of the community. None at all.
In fact, it's swampland. Right now, there's nothing there except the roads, the benches, the trash cans, the traffic lights, the stop signs, and water all over.
All over. Yeah, all over. Well, take a look at Ingleside. Take a look, do a drive around the Westcott area, the north Dorchester Road area. You take a look at all the new communities. You're just like, wow, where's the money coming from? Yeah, so.
And when we go to City Hall and we complain, and they put us at the end of the schedule, just so that you'll know, what they're saying is, in their arrogance, that they just simply discount what we're saying because no one ever then gives comment. It's at the end, let them talk, meetings adjourned.
Mm-hmm.
All that causes is now us to complain to enforcement agencies, which we will, like the SEC, the IRS, the HUD, FHA, FBI, EPA, OSHA. We will get our point across. Now, either they will sit at the table and amicably talk with us for solutions for our people, or we will bring enforcement agencies in, and for everything that we feel that we have enough information that we can start an investigation on, we will do that.
We will not stop.
Absolutely not.
Please join Concerned Citizens Alliance. Our website will be up soon. It's $50 a year. We need your support, and also please subscribe, share, like, and even comment on this section. And hit us up on Facebook at either John Singletary, Ramon Rowan, or Concerned Citizens Alliance. Soon to be a Facebook page, Concerned Citizens Alliance. Thank you again for watching. This has been another edition of The Naked Truth.